Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This morning we got up and me and the boy took the Impala for a ride to blow the dust off of it. We had a good time doing that. And then we got back, Dad was wanting to get started on this 37. We ended up ordering some parts and they just came in today. So we wanted to jump in and get the 37 up on the lift. And boy, was it a challenge. The car is super low and usually that's our style, but the car was almost too low to drive. We were having the problems with the grill actually sits lower than the frame, and you can see where it's rubbed a couple times, pulling in and out of places. So Dad wanted to lift the front end up a little bit. This is also the first time we've gotten to actually get underneath this car since Dad bought it and check it out. I mean, the car is pretty solid. They've undercoated everything. I mean, the frame was painted. This is a really nice build. It is leaking just a little bit of oil, but all these old cars leak oil. I don't think you can get away. If you got an old car that don't leak oil, you must not drive it at all. That's all I know. The rest of the car was really well done. We just want to try to get it riding a little better so that you're more comfortable with it. Hopefully you'll enjoy driving it more. Hopefully. So I think that's what we're going to get started on today. We're just going to pull the front wheels off and see what we're working with. I don't have a lot of time today to do a lot of work, so we're going to see what we can get done between now and when I have to quit. But I guess for now, let's just get these wheels pulled off and see what we're working with. All right, what we're dealing with here is a Mustang 2 front end, but it's just on a regular coil. But it's just a little too low for Dad's liking. And instead of just putting a regular coil back in it, we went ahead and picked up some QA1 adjustable coils for it. And hopefully it'll make this thing ride just a little bit better. Well, we got a hold of Speedway, and that's where we ordered our new springs and struts from. QA1, I might have said it wrong earlier, who knows. New springs. Oh, and a sticker. Oh, I'll mount that. How about we just put that right on the, side there somewhere. That wouldn't stick out like a sore thumb. Take that home with you. Yeah. One of the kids can play with it. Not exactly sure what those are. I think those are those crush washers you might have ordered. So there you guys go. That's what we're going to be installing on this and getting rid of just the single spring. We should be able to adjust it and lift this thing up, and hopefully this thing will ride pretty nice. So there we go. That's what we're looking at right there. This will be the new adjustable strut, and then our new chrome spring. You know what they say about chrome. Chrome will always get you home, or maybe it's chrome will never get you. I don't know. It's just chrome. It's shiny. It looks nice. So after looking at the kit just a little bit more, this is the correct strut. We opened up the second box, and this is not the correct strut for this side. So we're going to have to call Speedway and send this one back and have them send us the correct one. So that's probably going to halt our work for now. And I'm not sure when I can get out here the next time. So I guess we'll just see you guys here in a couple of days. Well, we finally made it back out here to the shop. I told you guys it would be a couple days. It's actually been more like a week. Just been a little crazy week, my schedule and everything. But we are going to get back on Dad's 37 here. We did ship back the wrong part, and we did get the right part here. And it came in a couple days ago, and we checked it out and made sure it was right, and it's correct. So now we can get back on Dad's 37 and get it wrapped up, hopefully this week or next week, who knows. I've told you guys before, we have a baby on the way, and anytime now that little guy can come. So hopefully we can wrap this up before he gets here, but if not, it'll still be here when we get back. We got a little photo shoot going on out here today. My buddy Nicholas is out here. He wanted to take some shots of the Impala. He was watching the videos and thought the car just looked absolutely sweet. So he's out here doing his thing. He's got a couple different Facebook pages. Nicholas Morris Photos on Facebook. And then he's also, and on Instagram, Sniper Shot Photography. So I'll try to put some links in the descriptions below, and you guys go over, check out and see his work. He does a really good job. He took a couple pictures of my C10 and of my Roadster when I had it. So you guys just go over there and check out his work. All right, so what we got going on here today is we're going to start removing all this stuff, get the spring and the shock out, and we'll probably move these tie rod ends. We'll definitely have to take the sway bar off, and there is also like another stabilizer bar here in the back that we'll have to take off. I'm hoping that we won't have to take off any of this brake calipers or anything like that, but I guess we won't know until we start digging into this thing. Well, we got this spring out, old strut out, or shock, strut, whatever you want to call that. And then we got our new one here. I had to go get some anti-seize to put on that, so I'm sure that I'll be covered in that here in a little bit. It wasn't too difficult getting that out. It came apart really nice, and I'm hoping that the new stuff will go in just as nice. We did get it in. I had to take it back out a couple times to make sure I got it fitted right, and trying to get, and of course you can't see, why would you be able to see? Trying to get that top of the strut bolted in and getting the lower part of the strut bolted in, but it don't fit out too bad. You can see I got that anti-seize all over the place. I tell you, you just can't get into that stuff without not getting it all over the place. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this side buttoned back up, and then I'm going to hop over and do the other side real quick, and then we can set this thing on the ground and see if it's made any difference. I'm not 100% sure how to set those coils right now, so I feel like I'm setting them kind of high. That way the car will sit higher, and if it's too high, then we can always go lower. So I'm going to jump over there and do that, and then I'll catch back up with you guys here in a minute. All right, well, we're back out here. We had to shut it down the other day where we had one side done, and we started working on the other side, and we started running into problems with it. So we went ahead and called it a night, and it's been a couple more days, and we're back out here now. And what we're running into is, if I can get this light in here, is our, adjustable coil part is about to rub the back of that spring perch, and the knob to adjust is definitely going to hit once the spring goes down more. It's going to hit and bottom out. This side is the same way. It looks far enough away, but once you start jacking up the suspension, that knob comes really close to that lip. So I think we're going to have to trim out that spring perch. Probably just trim all the way around it will just be the easiest. That way we don't have to worry about nothing rubbing. Hopefully it won't take very long to do that. So I guess we just need to pull both front coils back out, and we're gonna get out the cutting wheel and trim those out and then put them back in, test fit them. As long as everything goes okay, we'll put them back in, and then we'll paint the lower control arms later. Well, this is what we're looking at here. We're going to go ahead and trim most of this. I think we're going to leave the sides, but we're going to trim down below here and around up here. That way that thing can sit down in there okay, and I don't think we should have any other problems. Nothing else we should have to worry about these sides, unless we need to lower these down a little bit more. It might be close, but I don't know. We're just going to start here. I mean, we can always come back and trim these off if we need to. So I guess I just need to get a cutoff wheel, and we'll just start trimming this out little by little and see how it fits. This is where we're at so far. You can tell by all the metal shavings all over the place. We really opened this thing up. We wanted to make sure that we didn't break this dial off at all. So we went ahead and really opened it up inside here to make sure that while this thing is traveling up and down, it's not getting any closer to this. Like we said before, that little dial down there, this dial here, when the suspension comes up, it almost touches this lip. So we went ahead and cleared it. That way, if any kind of travel, we won't break this off at all, and we don't have to worry about breaking these new struts at all. So that's the whole purpose of trimming all this out, just making sure that we don't damage anything or break anything. But that's all I about got time for today. It's really hard to come out here and make these videos sometimes through the week or the weekend, and with the baby on the way, I try to make sure that I'm not gone too long, so if something would happen, we'd be able to just head down to the hospital. So I guess I'm just going to end this video off here. You guys will just have to come back for the next video and see us finish this front end up. Hopefully we can get it done in the next video. I think we're really close. We just have to trim out this other pocket and then put everything back and then get the car on the ground, and then we can set our ride height and everything. So I appreciate you guys coming back, and if you haven't subscribed, you should just go ahead and subscribe now, because we have some awesome things coming up here soon. So I guess we'll just catch you guys in the next video.